What up, everyone? It's Lex. It is March 1st, Thursday, 2018. Happy March. Today's video, I'm doing a live day trade on trading wheat futures. I haven't done any futures trading videos on my YouTube channel since I just started basically about 3 months ago. So far, it's been trading penny stocks. I've been showing videos on trading equities, penny stocks, and some crypto coins. Today, I wanted to do a video on some futures trading. I found a really good play with wheat futures just because there's a huge drought going on in the southern plains and it's testing some new 52-week highs from last August. And I played wheat futures last summer and I made some really good profits on it to the same similar macroeconomic events of drought. There hasn't been rain in 10 days in the southern plains, and it's starting to affect prices in the wheat and other agriculture grains across the futures market. So if you're not familiar with futures or wheat futures in general, wheat futures goes by ticks. Every tick is 25 cents. And for every 25-cent tick, it's worth $12.50. So if you have 4 ticks, that's $1. So for each point, which is $1 is a point, so from 4.98 to 4.99 is a point. And within that point is 4 ticks of 25 cents. So 4 times 12.50 is $50. So $50 per point. So for every point it goes up, you get $50. For every 2 points, you get $100 and so forth. So, you do have to put up initial margin of $1,100. So you are using leverage. So you do have to have tight stop losses and you have to have a plan of when you're going to take profits because unlike trading equities, you're putting up, the brokerage is giving you leveraged money to buy these future contracts. So you're only buying them at a fraction of the actual price of the actual wheat futures contract. So I'm looking to buy looking to have this breakout above 500. I got in at, there we go, right there, 502. Just broke out just as I said that. So let's go back to my chart. So now I'm up $100 because it just went up two points and it's breaking up and it looks like it's gapping up. So, and if we look at the chart, the daily chart, you can see last year it did the same type of move. It went once it broke 475, it went up a whole day to 5, and then from 5 it jumped in one day to 526. It went up 25 points in one day because of a drought in the plains. And this is the same exact news, basically the same exact macroeconomic news of a drought. And it's testing 52-week highs. So shorts that have been shorting this from the high of July all the way down to August, where it just plummeted, they're now getting out of their positions because they're getting squeezed. And that, because that, and with the news of the macroeconomic events of the drought is triggering this to really break out because there's a drought, there's going to be limited supply of wheat for the future. Therefore, the barrels of wheat are going to be worth more because they're going to be scarce. So it's simple supply and demand along with the short squeeze. So this is looking good. Let's see. All right, so I'm up $125 so far. It's pretty good. Now I haven't traded futures too often with E-Trade. I usually use Thinkorswim. That's my favorite for trading future contracts. And I also use Interactive Brokers, which I don't like using for futures contracts, but they have the cheapest commissions. But in general, futures commissions are very cheap. They're only $1.50 per contract. Some are $2.25 depending on the futures contract. And the other good thing about futures is that there's no PDT. So if you have a smaller account, you don't have to worry about pattern day trading rules. You can trade futures as many times. There's no limited times on how many trades you can do per day, per week, and they trade 24 hours, 6 days a week. So there's a lot of options here. You do have to take into account that futures is a little different than stocks. You can lose a lot of money if the trades go against you because it's leverage. You do have to be aware of that, and you have to have initial margin set up. So you do need a margin account for this. But overall, the E-Trade platform for this, it's pretty cool. It's very similar to the charting is very, very similar to Thinkorswim. It's just a little different executing the orders. that I'm not really as familiar with. But here's the daily chart. Got a lot of buys here, 69 contracts against 26. Level 2 is blowing up. Looking great. I would love to get, 510 out of this. And if we look at yesterday, it's a similar chart pattern. If we zoom in here, you have the breakout at open, jacked up, consolidated till 10 o'clock. It jacked up almost 10 points. And that's what I'm looking for today. It jacked up in the morning, and at 10 o'clock, it jacked up again. If it can squeeze another 5, 6 points like it did yesterday, I'll just take profits. But this is a monster move right here. And with the daily chart looking very similar from when it broke out the last time there was a drought, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this did get into the low teens, 510, 511. So for now, we're just going to watch each tick. All right, we're at 503.5. I'm up $200. $200 in an hour. Just hit a new high. So yesterday, it's very similar chart pattern to yesterday. Right at 10, a little after 10, it broke out for another leg up, and that lasted about 20 minutes, and then it kind of broke down again. So I might take profit soon, just because if it plays like yesterday's pattern, it's probably gonna have a pullback, and I wouldn't mind just taking the $200 in an hour. That's pretty good, and I can always jump back in because it's futures. So this pulled back. What time? 10:45. So we're almost at pullback time. So I'm going to go ahead and take profits here. See if I can get 503. Where are we at now? 503.25. And it's riding this upper Bollinger Band. Looks like it could break out more. Let me get 505. See my profits over here, 188. All right, let's go ahead and take that profit. All right, sold. Not bad. So I made 175, but I did that in less than an hour. So I'm very, very happy with that trade. And if it pulls back, I'll just buy in that dip. Because it looks like it's going to do that. And yesterday it did this. It pulled back, and then it consolidated, and then obviously after hours doesn't do much, and then it jacks up tomorrow's price. So we'll watch this closely. There's going to be some plays for this. I'm going to go check out the forecast as well. This is getting high. I definitely do see a pullback, so we will check in the afternoon. But that was a cool quick little day trade that I'm happy with. So there you have it, guys. Hope you liked the live day trade video. Please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that like button if you have any questions about the trade. Leave a comment and I'll get back to you about it. And yeah, I mean, I'm doing a lot more futures trading than I have been recently, just because the stock market's been choppy. So maybe I'll do some more futures videos for you guys, since I don't have any on my channel. This is actually the first one. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. I'll talk to you guys soon.